welcome to my channel, Janelle the Enchantress, and today's pick a card is what would a tarot reader tell them about you? So, take a few deep breaths, decide which pile or image fits you best, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Hi, Pal 1. This is your reading on what would a tarot reader tell them about you. So, Pal 1, a tarot reader would tell them that you're still caught up in your head over this relationship, that this is something that you keep replaying, particularly conversations that you all had, things that have been done between you two. And as much as you want to forgive them, it's difficult for you because you're still heartbroken, you're still in pain, you're still in conflict about what you're going through, because there's a part of you that knows that there's more for you beyond what this relationship has to offer. But there's another side of you that's still invested in wishful thinking, that's still hoping for more, that's curious about what else this situation has to offer. So a tarot reader would tell them that although you're distant from them, although you all may not be in communication, although you're in separation, although they may feel like their back is up against the wall, you actually feel like your back is up against the wall, like you have to do this. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're ready to walk away. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're ready to open yourself up to something new. And if this person has left you, or again, if there's separation or this is a no contact situation, which I'm picking up from that, a tarot reader would tell them that you expect them to return. You expect them to come home. Home meaning you. Home meaning this relationship. You expect them to water your garden. Yeah. But a tarot reader will also tell them that there's a third party involved. And you know about this third party. So if they were trying to hide this other person, a tarot reader would tell them that you know this already. And so while you are keeping a distance from them, or while you aren't talking to them, or while y'all are in no contact or in separation, you feel as if this time is needed so this person can sort whatever out with this third party, or get rid of them, or take care of the situation. But that doesn't necessarily mean that it's over for you all in your mind. Because from your perspective, there's still more for you to explore in this connection. There's still more to be accomplished between you two. Yeah. And I'm picking up on another situation where somebody may still be in the home with this person, but you could not be allowing this person to touch you. Some of you all are still in close proximity to this person, but you're maintaining strict boundaries. Heavy on the don't touch me, or we're not going to be engaging in those types of relations or in those types of activities. And this person may be coming to the tarot reader to question whether or not you know. And the tarot reader would tell them, yes, you're fully aware of this third party. I'm hearing defiled, almost as if you feel as if this person has defiled you or your connection by involving this third party. Yeah, I'm seeing it from the perspective of this person really wondering if they have another chance, and the tarot reader telling them yes, that they do. But they've got to get this third party out of the equation, because I'm seeing you won't budge with them still being around, even if you can't get this person out of your system. No lighthearted offer is going to work. Even if you stay around, or even if you keep some type of contact with this person, or even if you allow this person to approach you again, the relationship is never going to be the same if they don't completely disconnect from this other person, if they don't step up. So just because you're still involved with this person, or just because you're still holding out hope for this person, That doesn't mean that you're unaware. And this person is never going to get the full experience of you when your intuition is telling you that they're halfway committed, that they're involved elsewhere. A tarot reader will also tell them that you have somebody watching over you. And so as much as you want to entertain this person, you're going to be protected from harm's way. So if this person thinks that they can get you involved in a certain situation that's going to be detrimental to your health and your well-being, even if you stay connected to them, whether this is physically or just energetically through a soul tie or just through hoping and wishing. I'm also picking up on telepathic. You could see this person in your dreams. They could see you in their dreams, and it's because you all are connected on a soul level. But even if that's the case, like, you have a crossed over loved one that looks after you. So even if you don't want to leave what you've built with this person, there's always going to be some type of resistance there. And that's your intuition. That's your crossed over loved one sending you messages intuitively that this is not the one. At least not in the state that they're in right now. Yeah, you all could be meant to go in two different directions before you all find your way back to one another. Because they have some soul searching to do. Both of you do, actually. They need to figure out why they can't disconnect from this other person. And you need to figure out why you can't disconnect from them. Codependency is a theme between you two. And so with that, I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for stopping by and checking in. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information is down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye. Hi, Pal 2. This is your reading on what would a tarot reader tell them about you. So, Pal 2, a tarot reader would tell them to listen to J-Rock, Kendrick Lamar, Future, and James Blake, King's Dead, because this is the type of energy that you're in. They would tell them that if they want to bring conflict into your life, if they want to bring stress and strife into your world, that you're prepared, that this will not be an easy fight because you are a warrior. You do not give in. You do not give up. You will be able to stand the test of time, meaning if they think that they could wear you down, if they think that you have been worn down because you've experienced a lot, or you've been fighting an uphill battle, or this conflict has lasted a while, and if they think because of that, it'll be an easy win, they'll be able to take over you or take you down or accomplish something against you, that they have another thing coming, that's actually not going to be the end result. Just because you appear to be comfortable, just because you appear to be happy, just because you appear to be satisfied, relaxed, super friendly, unarmed, unprepared, that does not mean that you don't have another side to you. That does not mean that you won't be able to protect yourself. That does not mean that you won't be able to see them from a mile away. Understand that you're sitting comfortably because you've built a fortress for yourself, or you found one. You found a place of shelter. You found a place of refuge. And I'm getting that this was strategic. So whatever position you're in, or wherever you're located, or whatever you're doing, is all part of a master plan or a larger plan that's in place for your destiny. That's in place for you to be able to fill out. Fill out. That's not what I was about to say. So yeah, that's the thing about it. You've allowed yourself to rest so that you can fill out the situation, so you can assess where you are in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of life. And so you're well positioned to see everything that's around you or to see what's coming up next. So a tarot reader would tell them that you wouldn't be caught off guard by anything that comes towards you because you've been evaluating this whole time. And you're very balanced between your light and your shadow side. And so they may be confused about who you are and where you are because your energy is cloaked. Again, you're shielded. And they're confusing them not being able to access you, or they're confusing not being able to see all aspects of your life or your personality or everything that you have going on, for you not being able to see them coming for you or for you being caught off guard. So a tarot reader would tell them that they're projecting and that they have their blinders on and they're not seeing the situation clearly. They're not assessing you clearly. If they want to deem you to be an enemy or an obstacle or a challenge, they need to go back and reevaluate because their assessment is not clear. They think that they can offer you something small, something petty. They may even think that they can offer you money, something tangible. And this will put you in a position where you're relying on them. You need them to balance out your life. You need them for support. But in all actuality, you've already created a new beginning for yourself. And even if they can't see them, you're surrounded by loyal people. And if it's not people on the physical plane, you're surrounded by loyal guides. So you're not alone. You don't walk alone, even if it appears that way. I just keep getting this energy that you're not as desperate as they want to make it seem. So I would tell them that it seems as if you want to make Pal2 out to be desperate, and they're not. So you strategizing based on the way you see them is going to lead you to failure because you're projecting. You have blinders on. You can't see them clearly. You can't see everything that they have going on. This person is wise, and this person is sheltered, not from a place of ignorance, but from a place of protection. This person doesn't need you the way you think that they do. This person isn't as stuck and stagnant as you see them as. Like, I would tell them that to them, you appear as if you're not making any moves, or you appear that you've reached a plateau and you don't know how to move forward. You can't see how to move forward. So they're recognizing this as an opportunity to move in towards you and appear as if they can lend a helping hand, appear that they have your back, appear as if they can bring balance into your life, but it's not enough. And it's not even something that you'd want because you already have your ducks in a row. You've already did everything that you've needed to do, or you already are doing everything that you need to do in order to accomplish whatever you're focused on. Yeah, I would tell them that you're actually focused on something grand, a bigger goal. So if you're resting, it's for a reason before you take off again. Yeah, I would tell them that if it looks like you're chilling, or if it looks like you're just relaxing or resting on your laurels, or you're not making major moves right now, it's because you're gearing up for something big. And you have a rein on the different sides of you that need to be synergized, that need to be in place for you to go after what you need to accomplish. I would tell them that you're actually way more balanced than they are right now. And because of that, you'd be able to recognize that what they have to offer you is going to bring nothing but chaos and drama, or is nothing but trouble attached to it in the long run. And so their ill intentions or their motives is not going to be a surprise to you. The only reason why it's unclear to them how transparent whatever they're doing is because they're out of balance. And so with that, I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for stopping by and checking in. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information is down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye. Hi, Pal 3. This is your reading on what would a tarot reader tell them about you. So, Pal 3, a tarot reader would tell them to listen to No Doubt, Just a Girl, to get an insight on your current state of mind, because it seems as if you're being transparent, but they're not understanding who you are and where you're coming from, because they think that they're helping, but they're not. Also, I would tell them that forbidden fruit. They see you as forbidden fruit, but there's no reason to. Because you don't want them anyway. Lucky number 7. I would tell them that you see yourself as a lucky person. So while they're seeing you as like this forbidden fruit that's so tempting, but society tells others to be careful. Yeah, be careful about choosing you or deciding whether or not they should approach you or connect with you or be involved with you. You don't care about any of that. You're actually really comfortable with being a misfit. You're actually just fine with the offers that you do get and with the offers you don't get. A tarot reader would tell them that they're not your main concern, that you live outside the lines, you color outside of the lines for a reason. And you being this way is not because you're misguided. It's not because you're just some helpless girl that needs their help, that needs their support. If they listen to the No Doubt Just a Girl song, it's full of sarcasm, where they're singing about all of the restraints that society has placed on them or the ways that people have falsely judged them. And a tarot reader would tell them that, yeah, while you think it's tragic for them to be, I'm saying it incorrectly. A tarot reader would tell them that while they think it's tragic for you, Pal 3, to be living the way you live or doing the things that you're doing or expressing yourself the way you're expressing yourself, I'm also picking up on dating who you're dating. You're not confused. You're being transparent. This is who you are by choice. So if you're breaking some type of unspoken rule or a way that your family wants you to live or a community wants you to live or a society wants you to live, it's for an effing reason. If you're not fitting into the corporate's culture for some of you all, or your company's culture, or your industry standards, it's for a reason. You are a rule breaker. And so if they try to come towards you to offer their assistance, to offer help, to offer some type of guidance, it's not needed or wanted unless they're coming in to support you, unless they're coming in to be an ally, a real supporter. Someone who genuinely sees you from a clear perspective, not from the perspective of what society wants, what this community wants, what this culture says is okay, what this company or industry says is okay, but from the perspective of recognizing and seeing you as a person, as an individual, as a being who has the right, the liberty to choose how they want to live their life, who they want to be, how they want to show up in the world. And a tarot reader would tell them that their mentorship or their guidance or their advice will be rejected if it's not aligning. Straight into the point. Pal 3, I'm going to interject here to speak to you directly. I really want to cut your reading short because I feel as if you're ready to kick them out of your energy. I feel like you're ready to say enough is enough. Like that's enough advice that they need on you. That's what your higher self is saying. Like, come correct or get lost. And so in turn, I would tell them that your energy is saying, come correct or get lost. And until they reevaluate how they want to approach you and why they want to approach you in the first place, and whether or not their assessment of you is fair or just, they should keep their distance or mind their business or find another approach, because the way they see you right now is not it. And again, I keep getting Pal 3 feels as if they're not going to keep harping on this situation, or they're not going to keep doing this song and dance. They're not going to keep defending themselves against you. Pal 3 is ready to find their own community. Pal 3 is ready to find people who relate to them. Pal 3 is only focused on situations and people that they would like to entertain. They're bored of this combativeness. They're bored of this same conversation. They're bored of defending themselves against people who don't understand. And whatever situation they're from, you're ready to move on to something new. So if they're from your job, a tarot reader would tell them you're looking for a new workplace that appreciates you and accepts you. If they're from your community, you're looking for a new community. Same thing goes for even family members, members of your neighborhood. You're ready to bring in the replacements. You're ready to relocate. Pal 3 is over it. Or Pal 3 is ready to relocate. Pal 3 is ready to find replacements. Pal 3 is ready to find a community of people that aligns with them. And particularly if this was a man coming to me to speak to me about you and you are a woman, Pal 3, I would particularly tell them that you're tired of them mansplaining things to you. And that's for whoever that applies to. If it doesn't apply to you, then it doesn't resonate. But yeah, I would tell them that Pal 3 is reevaluating their life. You're not interested in going another birthday feeling as if you're not being authentically you, where you have to choke and hide who you really are. So yeah, Pal 3 is done biting their tongue, and Pal 3 is over a situation that feels foreign to them, where they feel a disconnection. And so with that, I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for stopping by and checking in. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information is down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye. Hi, Pal 4. This is your reading on what a tarot reader would tell them. So a tarot reader would tell them, since your last setback, since whatever hurdle that you face where you felt like you were betrayed and backstabbed, you have now become stronger than ever. You have built up your self-esteem. You've built up your confidence. You've strengthened your ego. The things that used to affect you, the things that you used to see as a negative or a disadvantage, you actually see it as an advantage. You actually see it as a superpower, as a part of your personal strengths instead of as a weakness. You actually have new fire, new passion brewing within you. And this all came about because of whatever defeat you experienced. It gave you a lot of time for introspection. It gave you the skills to develop your wisdom. So a tarot reader would tell them that you're a lot more intelligent than before. A tarot reader would tell them that you've worked on yourself a lot, that whoever you are now or the way you appear now, it didn't just happen by thin air, or it didn't just occur out of thin air. You worked to become the person you are today. And that if you show up in the world as a high priestess, if Pal 4 seems to be very intuitive, very psychic, very spiritually inclined, it's because they are. And this is the reason why they were able to pull through this defeat or this setback. This is how they're able to see the other side of the coin. This is how they're able to see their weaknesses as strengths. This is how they were able to take their setbacks and turn it into a comeback story. And if they haven't been able to witness PAL 3, I tried to say PAL 3 and PAL 4 at the same time. Those two PALs could be connected. Anyways, and if they haven't witnessed PAL 4's comeback yet, it's on the way. It's on the horizon. And it's going to be here before they recognize it, before they realize it. PAL 4's comeback is going to be a surprise. Also, if you think that they've reached their peak with whatever victory they're experiencing in the present, if you think that whatever recognition that they've gained at this moment is all that there is, there's more. There's a lot more than where that came from. And it's going to be unexpected. Not only is it going to be a mystery to the people that are witnessing it, part of it is still a mystery to PAL 4. Spirit hasn't revealed everything that this person is meant to achieve, is meant to do. PAL 4 is prepared step by step. PAL 4 is going to write a book. Yeah, PAL 4 could write a book about their life experiences, and it's going to be critically acclaimed. There's going to be a lot of fanfare around it. PAL 4 could even turn into a star from this book. And depending on who would be coming to me and who you are, PAL 4, I would let them know that there are going to be different levels of recognition for all of you. Some of you will be well known in your community. Some of you will be well known from your culture or in your culture. Others of you, there's going to be online groups, smaller circles that are going to be fans of your life's work or fans of PAL 4's life work. For others, PAL 4 could become a household name. Yeah, even now to this day, people talk about things that PAL 4 says in their homes, with their friends, with their lovers, with their family. And so with everything that PAL 4 has been through, this is why they're able to help others take a well-balanced perspective on their life, on their situation. And this is what draws people in when it comes to PAL 4. This is why people love PAL 4. Because PAL 4 is a real person that's experienced the good and the bad in life. And they've lived to tell the story. They've made it through. And so this gives people just a sliver of hope that they too can make it through whatever they're going through. A tarot reader would tell them to stop focusing on PAL 4's downfall. Stop focusing on what didn't work out in their life and see them for all that they've accomplished. Because that's how they see themselves and that's how other people see them. A tarot reader would tell them that you've made peace with your life. You've made peace with who you are, where you've been and where you are now. Because you know that you wouldn't be where you are now if it wasn't for everything that you've gone through. There's a part of you that kind of feels sad for people who haven't had to overcome what PAL 4 has gone through. Because those levels of tests and challenges and strife has helped you has helped PAL 4 completely transform. It's helped PAL 4 become skillful, very gifted at transmuting energy. PAL 4 is at the level where they can take any toxicity that's brought into their life, any dangerous attachments that tries to bind them, and transmute it into a situation that's for their highest good. A situation that's going to allow their spirit and their soul to evolve and advance. A tarot reader would tell them that PAL 4's spirit is evolving and their soul is advancing. So when they cross over to the afterlife, they won't have to do a repeat. Pal 4 is passing through life with flying colors. So a tarot reader would tell them to stop trying to slow you down or stop trying to interfere with what you have going for yourself, or stop trying to block your emotion, because you're on the correct path. You're on the right journey. 5. And within 5 years, they'll be able to truly see it on the material realm. So if they can't see everything that you've accomplished in this moment, or if they're still stuck in feeling as if you're far behind, or you're still chaotic, or you're going through a stressful time, or you may be too dependent, within the next 5 years, they won't be able to doubt who you are, what you've accomplished, or where you are. If anything, they're going to want to celebrate with you at that point. They're going to have no choice but to celebrate. Pal 4. I'm being reminded of Malcolm X. As a tarot reader, I would tell them to read the autobiography of Malcolm X and recognize how all of his setbacks led him to be a great leader. And imagine if he would have stopped on his journey because of some of the mistakes that he made, or because he wasn't a perfect representative, or because he wasn't a perfect person, a perfect being. Who would he be? Who would he have been? Would he have evolved into the Malcolm X that we all know and love? Probably not, because as he spoke about in his book, his experiences, his situations in life led him to witness and understand situations and things that needed to be spoken about, that needed to have a light shed on them. And so a tarot reader would tell them that you're on your journey. And so with that, I'm going to leave it there. I thank you for stopping by and checking in. If you're interested in a personal reading, that information is down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.